We create for ourselves places to play, to relax and escape, and even to entertain. But our kiddos need a place too that they can kind of call their own, getaways. Once the kids leave playing in here, that it'll automatically turn off, and I don't have to come down in the middle of the night to make sure it was turned off, or during the day to make sure it's turned off. So we can set the timer to determine how long we want it to go. The way to do that, the way to change that is to come right here and pop this off. And then you've got several options to look at. When that little red LED comes on, it's an indicator that there is motion happening. Once you've got it installed, there are several settings. This one here will help you adjust the time, meaning the time that it stays on once it's been triggered. So in test mode, it just comes on as soon as there's motion, and then it turns off just a few seconds after that. Then you can set the time ranging from 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on where you have the arrow pointing. Range adjustment adjusts how far it perceives motion taking place. It looks at the distance in which it sees motion. Knowing that I don't want it to pick up motion outside the room as people walk by, I've turned it to a little bit of a lower setting. And then the last one is the light. This one looks for ambient light, and if it's recognizing any other light around at the time. Many times if there's ambient light, it won't trigger the motion, and so I've taken it all the way up so that regardless of whether there's light in the adjacent room, this light will come on as soon as someone enters this room. Once you're all done and you've got those settings, and you'll get to tinker with it to see what's going to work best for you. But once you're all done, you can just snap that back in, and then we'll put the cover back on. If you've installed a canister lamp, one of the features that you can choose to install for safety is this unit. If you pull this down, it just clicks into place inside the canister opening. You screw it into the bulb setting, and this becomes your entire unit. The nice thing about this is it's all enclosed, it's solid, and it's an LED light. It stays cool. Since it's an LED lamp, it stays cooler than incandescent and even fluorescent lamps. In addition, if I were to put a fluorescent bulb in there, you could see a child breaking that fairly easily. Even one of these is still just a glass shell that's encasing the fluorescent, as well as many of the LED bulbs. Many of the LED bulbs that are similar to this also have a glass or more of a soft plastic shell to cover that LED bulb. This one's meant for children's safety, meant to be more rigid and stay intact a little better. This is Jared with DIY with Confidence. Thanks for watching this episode. Take a moment and like this, as well as sign up and subscribe to this one so you can get most recent updates of videos that are coming up. And if you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see or ways that I can help you, please put it in the comments below.